Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This will be a review on the very recently released Halloween 2 Ultimate Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis set from Neca. I got this from Mad About Horror. I bought it as soon as it was available on there, and I'm pretty sure Mad About Horror got these at the same time that they were just released worldwide, or near enough, because I saw they had them really early, so I was really happy about that and swooped in and bought this. And I also bought the Wolfman, so I'll be doing a review on this after this review on Halloween 2, so you know how much I love werewolves if you're familiar with the channel. So this is the OG werewolf, this is the original, so well, the original on film anyway. I can't wait to bring you a review on that cheeky little pig. This is a cheeky little look. Oh, look at that, beautiful. And the other head skulls, but yeah, can't wait to review that, talk about it, so keep an eye out for that on the channel. I got that from, once again, from Mad About Horror. That's www.madabouthorror.co.uk. Honestly, folks, wherever you are in the world, it's the place to go to get your horror stuff. Now, beautiful artwork on here again from Mr. Osborne, who did the front cover for the Kessler Wolf by Neca. And again here with more superb artwork. You can get t-shirts of this from frightrags.com. Which I still haven't done yet. I keep meaning to do it, but there's always so many t-shirts. I literally just had a Chucky t-shirt delivered today from Fright Rags, Child's Play 2 one. Well, I think one day I'm going to do a t-shirt video, because I've got so many badass horror t-shirts that I really should. I've got about 30 now, so I'll do a video one day where I just lay them all on top of each other and just reveal them one by one and show you the designs. A lot of them by Mr. Osborne, who did the front cover to this awesome box. So you get Halloween 2 Michael Myers, and it's a different head sculpt now. I don't know if the suit's different. We'll compare and have a look from the Ultimate Halloween 2 Myers that came out a little while back. But the sculpts on the mask look really, really good. I'm actually the most excited about Dr. Loomis, even though I have the retro cloth version, which we'll compare him to in this video too. But it just looks really, really good. What's this say down here? Includes pumpkin, knife, scalpel, syringe, revolver, removable flames, removable trench coat, interchangeable arms, heads, and hands. Yeah, it's badass, man. So let's have a look. So there they are in the packaging. 2 Michael Myers heads, the pumpkin, Dr. Loomis, all the goodies and hands and weapons. And there's a nice backdrop of the hospital room in the box as well. These are the different looks you can have. Dr. Loomis looks so good. Think how many years people have wanted that. I mean, I know we got the retro cloth one, but in this specific scale to go with all of your other horror Neca stuff. Very, very cool. Right, so I'm going to take them out. Drop a like on the video, and make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. Alright, so I'll just show you these 2 layers of goodies. So obviously all the flames from the end of Halloween 2. There's the interchangeable arms, in case you're wondering what those are. Yes, you can remove the trench coat, and he's got his suit on underneath, and these are the arms for the suit look. So we've got a lot here. Yep, you've got the 2 Michael Myers heads, the body, Dr. Loomis, the skull, pumpkin, weaponry, 2 revolvers. And oh, there's the hand with the lighter. The retro cloth one came with that as well. Here's all the Myers weapons. Scalpel, syringe, Elrod knife, and the hammer, and all the different Myers hands. Alright, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Alright, good luck getting that out of the packaging without damaging the packaging. I found it impossible. I had to get the scalpel out and cut it out. Myers looks incredible, and so does Loomis, but I gotta say, I'm not sure what's going on here with like this speckle from, it's the same color as his trench coat, and it's all over his suit. See? He's just covered in these little speckles of trench coat paint. So what do I have to do? I have to repaint that? The whole suit? Because I'm not looking at that. That looks weird. But beautiful head sculpt. We'll get to this. I'm still really impressed with him, but that is just weird. All that paint speckle everywhere. It's disappointing. But you get a lot of stuff. Hang on a minute. Even the suit arms have it all over it as well. Like really badly. It's like it's on purpose, because what's going on? I don't get it. I'm gonna have to check out some other videos on YouTube. There's not too many videos right now, but look at that. It's all over the suit arms. The other one here. Yep, it's there too. Just all these little speckles of trench coat paint. I mean, I'm thinking, what, is it supposed to be some kind of weird weathering or something? But it doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, well. And there is that nice kind of diorama background. Just the cardboard inside. But you could definitely take some cool pictures. It's nice and big, so you could definitely get some good pictures done, which I will do. There's the credits of everyone involved, by the way. Now this is everything laid out. You do get a lot of stuff. And they both look fantastic together. And again, I absolutely love the box art. A lot of cool stuff to have fun with. So as far as that issue with the, or whether it's an issue or not, the fact that he has those speckles of paint all over his suit, it is very specific to the suit. It's not on his tie or his shirt or his shoes. It's only on the brown suit, as well as these interchangeable arms. And I can only assume it's on purpose and it's meant to be some kind of weathering or just to add more detail to it. But it's very strange. You know, I love this company, man. Neca are probably my favorite official figure company. They take care of the fans. They do all the horror stuff, plus some really random stuff to keep people happy, like Bob Ross, the Golden Girls. They've made some really out there stuff that you didn't know you wanted until they made it. Just amazing. If you're listening, Neca, please make Street Hawk. I know, the bike, you know, and Jesse Mark from the 80s TV show, man, that would just be, it's not going to happen, but man, that would be incredible. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would kill for Street Hawk. You know, and then maybe Knight Rider. Do Street Hawk first. And Airwolf. I don't know what scale you do it in, but people want those fight, you know, crime fighting 80s vehicles, man. But Street Hawk, folks, that's what I want. I don't care who makes it, but someone just do that. But yeah, I love the company Neca. I haven't got a bad word to say about them, but I've got to say I'm very confused as to what's going on with Loomis's brown suit. That is very strange and really took me by surprise when I was unboxing him. Looking forward to checking out some other people's reviews on this set to see if they've got the same thing going on with their brown suit on Loomis. But yeah, it's not bugging me too much because we've still got two incredible looking pieces here. I'm very glad to own it. Alright, so just for a little comparison, we have on the left here, that's the retro cloth Neca Michael Myers from Halloween 2. He's a slightly bigger scale. And in the middle we have the new, from this double pack with Loomis, the new Ultimate Halloween 2 Michael Myers. And then on the right at the end we have the slightly older Ultimate Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure by Neca. And straight away, I mean, it's tough between the retro cloth here and this new one. They both have really decent head sculpts, really accurate to the movie. I think maybe, yeah, I think I still prefer the retro cloth, just looking at it straight on like this. I think this guy right here has a more accurate sculpt. I love the hair on that as well. I wish there was a slight, just a fraction more volume to the hair on the new Halloween 2 mask here. Even this older one seems to have just a touch more volume in the middle of the hair there. It's very flat on the new one. And I know it was in certain scenes, but it's just kind of making his face look a little bit more round and fat than it maybe should. I know Dick Warlock, when he wore the mask, you know, we all know about that. There is a color difference between, well, let's just say first of all, we'll take this out of the equation because he's a different scale, but he has very much got navy blue coveralls and just a fantastic head sculpt. And he came with two head sculpts. You've got the bloody one as well, which was equally as fantastic. I love the horns as well by the ears. But we'll take him out. But I think, I don't know, man, I'm thinking this is still, as far as Neca Halloween 2 Michael Myers figures goes, if you want the best looking one, I'm thinking kind of this one, the retro cloth. But anyway, I've reviewed this already, so check it out on the channel. I don't know why I'm moving him like he's the one saying this, but you might want to check that out. The new one definitely casts a more accurate kind of silhouette of shadows, and you can see it's very much closer than this one was. This one just kind of looks kind of ugly now. Bit smushed. I don't know what's going on. Looks like a big old potato. I am the potato man, and I am coming to get you with me potato peeler. You bastards, you feckers. Oh. I got distracted. I was supposed to be talking about the colour of the coveralls. Right, so this one's very much more of a green colour. But yeah, there is a massive colour difference here between these two. Definitely, you know, in front of each other. Definitely more green here, more blue on this one. But I like the newer ones. I like pretty much everything better on this new one. Now, is it the same sculpt on the suit? I'm looking at the wrinkles. Yes, it does seem to be slightly tweaked. There's a slight indentation here in this midsection here, and that isn't present on this older one. But all the wrinkles and lines are in the same place. But that's okay. It was always a good sculpt to begin with. So, and his collar on this one, a bit different position than this one. This one comes out a bit more. Interesting. Side profile. Yep. Still preferring the new one. Hit it from the back. Yes, sir. And another side view. Interesting. Yeah, I just prefer the new one all around. Everything about it. And boots, you know, they're the same. The older ones look slightly darker than the new ones. The new ones have a bit more of a weathering effect on them. They're a bit lighter in tone. So just move these out of the way for a second. We're going to take a look at the older Blood Tears head sculpt. Move these lights around a little bit. Hit that brightness. There you go. So yeah, this is the older Ultimate Halloween 2 Michael Myers Blood Tears head sculpt. And this is the new one. So new on the left, old on the right. Definitely the new one on the left is an improvement. Just all around. This one has the hole in the neck as well. It's not a hole, it's just a red bit of paint. But the blood tears have been painted well on both head sculpts. It's definitely new hair. All new sculpts here, folks. Very good side profile on the new one. From any angle, the new one looks better. Here is the retro cloth on the right now, bigger scale. But yes, big fan of this new sculpt. Both heads. They've done a very good job here. Getting better every time. The Halloween Kills figure was fantastic. Check out the review I did for that. That was a really, really good piece. I mean, that's still, I think, the best overall Michael Myers figure that Neca have done. Let's bring him in. He's in the room. We'll bring him in. We'll go get him. Stand him up beside this new guy. Right, so, yes, there you go. There's the Halloween Kills figure on the right. And the new Halloween 2 on the left. I just think this is so accurate to the film. It's definitely the best one they've done so far. But probably a close second would be this guy or this guy, the retro cloth. Get out of here. I mean, I bought two of these, the retro cloth Halloween 2 figure. I bought two of them, one to keep in the beautiful packaging and one to have loose. So that's how much I rate the retro cloth Halloween 2. But I just feel on the Halloween Kills Ultimate figure, there's really, as far as I'm concerned, I don't question anything about it. The proportions, the head sculpt, the hands, the coveralls, the battle damage, you know, the weathering, the blood, the wounds, the weapons, everything, I think it's just a 10 out of 10. Whereas with this new Halloween 2 over here, you could definitely call it a 10 out of 10, but yeah, I don't really see any reason why not to. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind a pinch more volume in his hair, but that's me, that's just me. I'm sure other folks out there think it's absolutely dead on to the film, and it may very well be. I'm certainly not as familiar with Halloween 2 as I am with other, you know, films like 78 and 2018. Although I have seen Halloween 2 now probably about 6 times, you know, so I've watched it, you know. I did go through my little Halloween 2 phase for a little while there when I was trying to put together a really good 1/6 scale custom Halloween 2 Dick Warlock Myers. So I certainly have, you know, done my fair share of studying the film. But yeah, man, I just think the Halloween Kills is the best one to date. And if they make him in quarter scale, forget about it. Just take a look here, all the little details. So he's got the shot him 6 times, all the bullets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're all there. And he's got exit wounds on the back as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the back. So some of those bullets are still in there. Gross. But yeah, man, really good presence. But just excellent from any angle. I'm very glad to have this. I mean, that really looks like when the beginning of the movie, when you just get that nice shot of him just walking from the backyard to the sort of front of the house, I think it is, as he's just going about doing his thing in Haddonfield. You get a nice kind of full body shot of him walking. He's not holding on to this though, his arms are just down by his sides. He's just walking, but yeah, I think it looks really accurate. Very, very good. Now let's get stuck into Loomis. Good old Loomis. Look at that, man, that is fantastic. Really, really good. And I'm so impressed with the quality of the paintwork and the detail and the accuracy. And just there's no mess on the head sculpt. Although I say there's no mess on the head sculpt, there is on his neck. I've just noticed there's some, you see, get this light, there we go. Yeah, there's like some weird white paint on his neck. I was just saying how neat everything was, and then I saw that. But his face is neat. You're not really going to see that, but oh yes you can. Man, it's not my lucky day. Right, I just checked YouTube, and yes, there is another guy who reviewed this. I think he was from the UK, blue background. Had a quick look. He got it like a month ago. So yes, his one does have speckles all over the brown suit as well. So it's on purpose, and I guess that's all of them. Glad we got that sorted out. Loomis looks incredible in this little diorama. I'll use a couple of different dioramas here, all made by Mr. Glenn Page, Cult Creations. You can get your dioramas from him. Really cool dude, buddy of mine. This is actually a Freddy Krueger diorama that he made for an Ultimate Freddy figure from Neca, but it's just a brick wall. It's got some scratch marks in the background, but it looks pretty cool with Loomis. And Myers looks equally awesome standing on one of these. Just brings him to life a little bit more. Now, I love the way the figure looks, especially the head sculpt. The whole thing looks fantastic. You know, this is with the light just coming from kind of above, so that the shadows fall, like the recesses where his eyes are. You get that kind of shadow there, and just natural shadows around the face. Change the angle a little bit. There's Loomis. He looks a bit hunched, but he's an older gentleman at the time. And mind you, I did have him looking down a fair bit. Now, that looks amazing. Really does. Classic Loomis action. He still looks quite hunched. But, yeah. Whoa! I've got the front of the Myers house, so we'll put him in front of that. I think that's going to look incredible. And here he is in front of the Myers house diorama. This was the prototype diorama by Glenn Page, so he's come a long way since then. This is old, this is years ago. I did a bit of weathering on it myself just to grime it up a little bit. But he looks fantastic standing here. Let's see, actually let's put Myers standing right kind of there. A pretty spooky image, get him looking a bit more at Myers. If I just put him a little bit more over here. There we go. Pretty sweet. This is the kind of fun stuff you can do. I mean, especially with the diorama, it just really helps. But for photography, you can have a lot of fun with stuff like this. I mean, it's a Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure, but when it's blurred out like that, that could easily be 78 Myers, so you could make this into a original Halloween scene with your photography. But it's just a lot of fun having both of these guys together. That just looks really epic. Might have to make that the thumbnail, something like that. It's beautiful. I did slightly pull the head off the neck joint. It's still attached, like firmly. You can lift him up and shake him by his head. It's still very much on there. It's just not as stumpy looking now because I've just given him a little bit more neck by just pulling it slightly off the neck peg. It's still about halfway on there, I think. But it just gives him just a little bit of help with the proportions, I think. Looks great from the side. Got a bit of mess on the hand here that holds onto the scalpel, a little bit of black paint there. Suppose I can try and fix that myself. But lovely detail on the coveralls. I love the way the shadows fall around the mask. It looks really movie accurate. So now I will just put both figures on a rotating base so we can see them turning around, but we'll just get one last look at them in front of this awesome diorama here, and they just look fantastic together with the awesome background. Now just take a quick look at the retro cloth Loomis here from Neca, who's slightly bigger next to the new Ultimate Loomis here. I think overall the new Loomis is just more pleasing to the eye because of the natural kind of looking wrinkles in the trench coat and all that good stuff. It's an amazing head sculpt on this retro cloth Loomis though. They both have very good head sculpts and a very strong likeness to the actor. And also, this Loomis here came in a double pack with Laurie Strode from Halloween 2. And I reviewed both of those on the channel, got them both from Mad About Horror as well. So check the video out for that if you haven't seen it already. But yes, both excellent figures, but I think I slightly prefer the Ultimate Loomis here, which is the opposite of what I prefer when it comes to the Michael Myers figures. As you know, I slightly prefer, it is tough, but I do slightly prefer the retro cloth Michael Myers, just because of the mask really is just so damn good. But this one is also very fantastic and cool. But lots of Michael Myers stuff here on the desk at the moment. They're all here. And we got Kills Myers as well. The older Ultimate Halloween 2 Myers. There's a lot of Myers action. So if I just line them up like this, this is all of the current Neca Halloween 2 figures that we have available. I think that's all of them. That's all of them, right? There isn't anything else I'm forgetting about. I don't think so. But it is nice to see all these different versions together. Let's just quickly try a head swap in case some of you out there are curious what the old Ultimate Halloween 2 figure looks like with one of the new head sculpts on the old body. So let's just try that. So there you go. That is the new Blood Tears head sculpt on the older Ultimate Halloween 2 Michael Myers body. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, so we have the new Ultimate Michael Myers from Halloween 2 on the rotating base. You can just check the proportions as he comes around here. I think he looks really on point. The mask looks a little bit washed out from the light, but I wanted to turn up the brightness a little bit so you can see the details of his coveralls, all the wrinkles and bullet holes and stuff. I can adjust that slightly now. The mask should look less washed out, but I think that looks brilliant. Let's try the Blood Tears head with a different pose. Alright, now I've got the Blood Tears head on, and his kind of hand is raising up to his eyes because he's been blinded, and just blindly swiping around with that scalpel like in the end of the movie. And of course we do have the Michael Myers on fire look. Let's not forget about that, folks. Let's do that next. Let's set him ablaze. But that looks really nice. The detail on that. Nice pose. And come round one more time. Right, now I thought this would be very fiddly to do, but I got it done in a couple of seconds. Really, it's easy. You just clip them on, and there's even little grooves, like especially the one that goes on the face. You can see how it plugs into the eye holes. And yeah, it's very straightforward to do, and that looks friggin' amazing. Look at that. I mean, that's what's handy about having the old Ultimate Halloween 2 Myers, because I can still have a really good Myers on display, but I would really, I'd love to have this look on display as well, because it's just not something you see every day. And for those who know the movie, they're going to know straight away what this is. They're like, damn, you got Michael Myers from the end of the movie where he's completely engulfed in flames. That's a pretty cool look, folks. And obviously, with the light catching it, when we turn down the brightness, it'll look even more vibrant. Let me just bring this light in from above a bit more. Look at that. You can still see his mask through the fire as well. That's cool. You can still see the eye holes.
Maybe I was supposed to press this down a bit closer to the shoulders, folks. I'm looking at that. But that's an easy thing to adjust. But the overall look is epic. Looking forward to taking some pictures of this. Look at that, you can still see his face. That's really creepy.
Okay, so yeah, that is a very cool effect. I didn't think I'd like it too much. I thought, yeah, it's going to look a bit strange, but it doesn't. It looks really good. I'll take my word for it. Even from the back. Looks excellent. That is very impressive. It's worth getting it, folks. I mean, you get Loomis as well, don't forget. It's a no-brainer, if you ask me. Alright, we'll just get a quick look at Loomis with the trench coat on the rotating base, and then I have to quickly turn him into his brown suit look, because I haven't shown you that yet. So I'm going to swap the arms out and show you how that looks, and then we'll wrap things up. But overall, Loomis is a very, very good figure. Alright, now let's switch him out to his brown suit look, and then we'll wrap things up. Alright, so that wasn't too hard to do. You just pull the arms out and plug these new ones in. And you got to give them a little bit of force to get them to really pop into the joint when you're putting these new arms on, but it was not difficult to do, so that's all good. I won't be displaying them like this because I'm not a fan of the speckles all over the suit. I just don't get that. So I'll be going with the trench coat look. That's the only negative thing I would say about this set, is that odd choice when it came to that like flecks of paint. But other than that, I'm very pleased. Decent sculpt, nice wrinkles in the brown suit, good proportions. It's a very decent looking Loomis right there. I really like the Michael Myers on fire look, so I'm going to leave him like that for the end of the review. I'll give you my final thoughts, folks. I'm going to be just as harsh as I can be. I'm going to give it a 9.5. It would have easily got a 10 if it wasn't for that weird paint going on the suit. So I'll give it a 9.5, which is still a ridiculously good score. So I do urge you to go out and get this. Get it from madabouthorror.co.uk. Absolutely amazing service. And they got them in really fast. They got plenty in stock. So a 9.5 from me. Easily could have been a 10. It's just that one little niggle. But other than that, very, very good, and definitely recommend you pick it up. Essential purchase for all Halloween fans, collectors. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget, we got the Wolfman video coming up soon. Here he is. Can't wait to bring you the video on that. So keep it locked. And drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at DKnight333. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And I'll stick your name at the end of every video, just like the credits of a movie. Thank you guys for all your support. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.